So in this video tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up a video interaction campaign objective, right? So I have already shown you guys how to set up your campaign using this rich campaign awareness objective, traffic objective. So right now I want to show you guys how to set up campaign using your video view objective, right? So all you have to do as usual, you click on it. So once you click on it, you're going to see what you can actually do with your video view campaign, right? Like what you can actually achieve with it, right? So you can get your video to be viewed by a whole lot of people, which is why they said maximize the place of your video ads, and also you can derive considerations. But then it's not like the primary aim of using video view, right? But then it's not that you cannot get conversions from video view. That is why you see this second option that says derive consideration by showing your ads to users who are more actively engaged. So click on it, right? Video view. So once you click on it, as usual, ensure to give your campaign a name, and also for the ad budget, you can decide to give it you can decide to set your ad budget on the campaign level here, and you can also decide to set it at the ad group level. Now I want to explain something when it comes to this campaign budget optimization. So let's say you have two three ad group rights on this particular campaign, and you set up your campaign budget at the campaign level, right, which is campaign budget optimization. So what's going to happen is that at the ad group level of these three ad groups that you're going to have on this campaign, right, you will not be able to set up your budget anymore for each of these ad groups. So what's going to happen is that the TikTok Ads Manager is going to distribute your budget evenly among these three ad groups. However, there's something you need to know. So all these three ad groups may not have a equal performance. So the ad group that is going to have the higher performance is going to take most of the budget, and the ad groups that may not perform well may take lesser um parts of the budget, right? However, this may not be the case all the time. There are scenarios whereby an ad group may be spending a whole lot of money, but the results that the ad group is giving you is not something good at all. Like it's giving you poor performance. However, it is spending much of the budget. So, but then if you want to have like three ad groups and you do not use this campaign budget optimization, what it means is that you are going to be setting your budget for each of these ad groups at the ad group level, right? So for instance, now I have three ad groups, like I said earlier, right? So I have three ad groups at the ad group level, right? And my campaign budget, I do not put it at the campaign level. So let's say I want to spend $15 now. That $15, I'm going to divide it by three. So in this scenario, I am not allowing the TikTok ads manager to select how much to spend for me. I'm actually telling the ad manager to spend probably that $15 that I want to spend on the three ad groups, right? I'm going to divide it by three, which means each ad group is going to be spending $5. So by so doing, all the ad groups have equal budget. So once all these ad groups have equal budget, then they are going to be spending, each of them is going to be spending a $5, right? So over a period of time, I can still come back to review the performance. So like this is much better than using campaign budget optimization if you want to like get the best of the best result, right? So I would recommend you do something like that. So for this, I'm going to just go with the campaign budget optimization. We click on 5,000. We click on continue here. Then the next thing is your ad group, right? So you need to give your ad group a name and advanced setting as usual. Please do not put any of these options off. Then the next thing is your demographic targeting. So make sure to target your location that you have your clients, right? And also your age targeting. Ensure to target the age range of people who are interested in what you do as well. And for your gender, if your product or service is gender based, always ensure to select the right gender. If your product is basically needed by women, you can select female. If your product is specifically needed by men, you can select male. But then if your product is needed by the both gender, you can select all. Then your language as well, make sure to always put your language in English. Like you want to target people who are speaking English, or you want to target people who their TikTok app language is set to English, right? So by so doing, your ad is going to be filtered down to people who their TikTok app default language is set to English. Now, but then if you're targeting people who are speaking English, preferably your video ad or your flyer should also be in English as well. It's very, very important. Then for your audience, you can leave this, and also for interest and behavior, make sure to select the right interest and behavior in accordance to what you do. But then if I'm to advise you, I would prefer that you do not put any interest and behavior here, right? So the most of your effort should just be on the video that you're going to be using to run that ad. The video should contain everything that people need to know about your business, but the video should also contain like the kind of people you are looking forward to target and the rest of them. So this is going to help the TikTok Ads Manager algorithm to show your video ads to the right set of people instead of limiting the reach of your ad by entering interest and behavior and the rest of them, right? Then for your device, so if your product is needed by or service is needed by people who are using a particular operating system like Android or iOS device, you can also select it here. But if it is needed by the both users who are using both operating system, you can leave it on both here. You can see you can select this, you can select only iOS, you can select only Android, and you can also select both Android and iOS, right? Even you can go as further than to refine your targeting, right? So probably you may want to target people who are using Android 16 operating system and above, right? So you can do this, right? And you can also see the device model. So you can decide to target people who are using Google Forms, Huawei, Infinix, and the rest of them. But I don't want you to go through this route because, like I said, the reach of your ad is going to be so limited. So just come here and put it on all so that you'll be safe. Now, once that is done, scroll down to your budget and scheduling. So as for your budget and scheduling, you want to start it and run it continuously until you pause it manually, right? And like I always tell you guys, I prefer my campaign to start from the next day. So today is April 1 and this campaign is going to start from tomorrow. So for the time, yeah, I can start the campaign from 4 a.m. the next day. So I'm going to be clicking on OK. So by tomorrow, which is 2nd April, this ad is going to start running once it is exactly 4 a.m. But this does not mean that the ad is not going to be approved before this 4 a.m. So the ad, once I publish this particular campaign, for instance, now it will go into review and within 48 hours it's going to be approved, probably maybe in the next 1 hour to 2 hours. Within this 24 hours it's going to be approved. So once it is approved, it will not run until this time comes tomorrow, until 2nd April tomorrow. That is when it's going to start running, and it will run continuously until I pause it or maybe my budget is exhausted or something like that. That is when this particular campaign is going to stop. But so long as there's budget and I do not pause it, the ad is going to continue running continuously. That's what it means. Then for I have explained this day pattern more than how many times now, so I don't want to go through the explanation here again. So for the bidding on optimization, so you can see the optimization go here. So let me click on this 60-second views, optimize for 60-second views or ad engagement, whichever happens first. So this means that anytime that anybody watch your video for at least 6 seconds, you are going to be charged. Or within these 6 seconds, the person actually click on the ad or maybe the person commented or something else, like so long as the person take any action on your ad within these 6 seconds you are going to be charged. So but then I don't want you to bid for this 6 second view, right? Instead of that, you can bid for this 15-second views. Now imagine somebody that watch your video for just 6 seconds and imagine another person who watch your video for 15 seconds. Now come to think of it, so for this person to actually stay on the video for 15 seconds, that means the person may have interest in what you are doing. The person may be interested, because if the person is not interested in your video, there's no way that the person will spend this time, right? This 15 seconds, because this person is not on TikTok for you. So this person just came to TikTok probably to entertain his or herself. But the person came across your video and the person was glued to your video for at least this 15 seconds, right? So this shows that this person have interest in what you are saying or what you are selling in that particular video, and that is why the person stay this long for that 15 seconds. So I would recommend that you bid for 15 seconds instead of 6 seconds, right? And also your frequency cap, let me put it on this cursor, right? So you can see that select an option to control how often people see your ad based on your objective. If you choose to set a custom frequency cap, you can manually balance the trade-off between how often your ad is seen and how many people see it. Now, the first option that is presented to us is continue without custom frequency. So if you continue without a custom frequency cap, so this means that each person can see your ad how many times in a day and also how many times in a week. But then I don't want you to do that. So instead, come here and put it on custom frequency cap. So for this custom frequency cap, This means that for this one that is set us as the default rate, this means that these three impressions per one day means that each person that is going to be served your ad will have that opportunity to view your video ad at least three times every day, three times in 24 hours. This person is going to be seeing your ad three times in 24 hours. But then I would recommend you do something like maybe one time in 24 hours. So if you are bidding for one time in 24 hours, that means each person is going to be seeing your ad one times in a day. And the advantage of each person seeing your ad one time in a day is that the TikTok algorithm is going to go far as showing your ads to more people. Because if the TikTok algorithm or the ad manager have shown your ads to one person, for instance, they know that they are not going to be showing the ad to another person again, but then they still need to spend your budget. So since they still need to spend your budget, they will go further to find other people who are likely interested in what you are doing or what you are selling, right? To show your ads to these people. But then if you are just showing one ad at least three times to one person every day, so the algorithm may not work far in this scenario. So they might just keep showing your ads to maybe one set of people often and often. So you don't have to do that, right? So since you don't have to do that, I would recommend to show your ad at least one time to one person in 24 hours, right? So by so doing, your ad is going to go very far to get more people to actually engage with what you do. So and also for this bid control, so you see we suggest a bid of 11.29 Nigerian naira to ensure your cost is at or below this amount. For maximum delivery bidding, remove this amount so bidding can be done at any price. So I would recommend that if you are starting up your campaign for the very first time, you don't need to set any amount that you are willing to pay per view, right? Because you don't actually know how much you are going to be charged. Like this is a suggestion according to them. So you don't need to gamble because like they said it's a suggestion, right? So that means they are not specific as where to, but they are just giving you an estimate like okay, this should work. So instead of doing that, why not allow the campaign to run so that you can get actual figure instead of this suggested figure. So if they are run for like 5 to 7 days, you come back to check the metrics, you can actually see how much you are paying per each person that watch your video ad for 15 seconds or maybe take an action on your video, right? So by so doing, you're not gambling anymore. Like you already know the figure and you can come here to adjust it, right? So like I said, we are going to leave this blank. We're not going to put any figure here. So once you have done the right setting from the very top to the bottom here and you are sure that you've done the right targeting because ad group basically it contains your target options, right? So once you've done everything and it looks good to you, then you can come here to click on continue. So once you click on continue, you'll be taken to the last stage, right? So this last stage is your ad group, sorry, your ad level. So in this your ad level, you need to select your creative, right, which is either your video or your flyer. So if you want to select it, you can click on this add video. So once you click on this add video, like I said, you have two options. You can use this creative library or TikTok post. So with this option of creative library, this means that you have to upload the video ad that you want to use from your device, which may be your laptop or your desktop device, right? And if you want to do that, you can click on upload, then you click on here, then you can go through the list of videos that you have here. So I want to believe that the video would be already on your device before you can start this process, right? So then you select the video. So once you select the video that you intend to use, then you can come here to continue, right? And let's say the video is already on your TikTok account. So if the video is on your TikTok account, you can just come here to put it on TikTok post, go through the list of videos here and select the video that you intend to use for your ad, right? And in a scenario whereby you have more than two, three TikTok ad account, two, three TikTok accounts that are linked to your business center account, right? So all you have to do is once you put it on TikTok post, come to this session that you are seeing TikTok account, right? So put it on TikTok account, go through the list of TikTok accounts that are linked to this business center, right? And select the right TikTok account. So once you select the right TikTok account, this means that all the videos that you're going to be seeing here are videos specifically from that TikTok account that is selected, right? And you can select the video that I intend to use. Let's say I intend to use this video, I can click on it and click on confirm, right? And in a scenario whereby you have a whole lot of videos on your TikTok account and you're struggling to actually navigate to the right video, right? There's still no problem. All you have to do is to copy the URL of that particular video. So once you copy it, you paste it on your browser, like you can open a new tab like this and paste it. Once you paste it, check the URL on your browser, you're going to see an ID equals to a number. Copy that number. So once you copy that number, you can come here. So that number is your post ID. So paste the post ID here. So once you paste the post ID here, you are going to get the post is going to be popped up here for you, and you can actually select it and click on confirm to actually continue, right? So you see right now I have selected the video, and you can see, right, so this is the video I selected. And now there's something I want to show you guys. So you can see that this video, it has no call to action. So what it means is that I just want to get a whole lot of people to watch this video. Probably maybe we have a product that is new in town, and we want to like get a lot of people to know or to view and know how the particular product works, right? So that is our aim of using this video view campaign, just to demonstrate to people how this particular thing actually work. Now you see that there's no CTA here. Now come to think of it again, like maybe somebody else has, or someone has watched the video to the end, and the person is interested in the product number one. The person already know how the product works, and probably the person will be like, oh, how can I purchase this product, like how can I get this product? And that is when you need to like put a call to action, so that for everyone who are going to be watching the video and probably want to take an action, then these people, they can see a button on the video to click to actually get to you, or get to purchase the product or something else, depending on what you are trying to achieve using that you, depending on what you're trying to achieve using your video view campaign, right? So if you want to add a CTA to it, it's so simple, right? So you can see that there's no CTA at the moment. Come, and that is why you see that CTA is toggle off in default for us here. So for it to be toggle off in default, it means that video view campaigns are not meant to derive consideration as their primary goal. But that does not mean that you cannot drive consideration, or yeah, that does not mean that you cannot drive consideration or conversion from your video view campaign. So if you want to do that, all you have to do is just to click on this call to action. So once you click on this call to action, you see that it is set to dynamic, right? But I don't want to do that. I want to come here and select a specific call to action, right? So let's say I want people to apply for something, right? So I can click on apply now. So for everybody who are going to be watching the video and they want to like get that particular thing, they can click on apply now, and they'll be taken to a landing page where they have to acquire that particular stuff, right? So for that, you see destination URL. I'm going to be putting the destination URL of that particular stuff. They click on apply, and they have to be taken to a destination, and that destination has to be probably a landing page, or maybe a Telegram channel link, or WhatsApp a group link, or even your WhatsApp profile URL as well. So once that is set and this is already checked, it means you have set up your ad level successfully, and the next thing is to click on publish. So once you click on publish, the ad is going to go into review, and once the review process is approved, the ad will start serving to people. But then, like, if you guys remember, we see that this ad is going to start running from tomorrow, right? From the ad group level, we say that this particular ad is going to start running from tomorrow by 4 a.m., right? So let me check it again. So even though the ad is approved, it's not going to start running right until 2nd April 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. That is when the ad will start serving to people. So this is all you guys need to know about how to set up video view campaign objective on your TikTok ads manager.